This week has been a lot of surfacing and resurfacing issues within and for people with relational dynamics. And this is what I want to share about it. Toxic is simply toxic. It's very hard when we love our boyfriend, sister, mother, father, husband, brother, so much. And yet they've chosen to be toxic to themselves and to others. As a healer, I've watched severe illness manifest in people from digestive issues to organ failure, heart attacks, and cancer from them living in a toxic dynamic with a family member or a spouse, etc. So let's address the core issues here. First, there is strong denial. Can you imagine if I offered you a cup of water and then I poured half of it with gasoline and gave it to you to drink? You would clearly know and see this to be unhealthy and not wish to ingest something toxic as this. But what if I told you that you'd imagined it and it wasn't toxic at all? Convinced you that you were the problem and that maybe your mouth and your taste buds were to blame. You would so quickly see through this. It's clearly ridiculous. But sadly, when it comes to loving people, regardless who it is, often the individuals who carry more than 50% of the relational burden start to adopt a false sense of reality and also false control, where they believe that their love will be enough to cover what is lacking from the other side. They also believe that by adapting behavior, they can somehow make the dynamic work. The trouble is, guys, that there is always a consequence. It may start with migraines or high blood pressure. It might be more sick days, missing social events, but it will take its toll, and eventually it will manifest as something more serious. Trust me. Our physical bodies reflect the spiritual reality, and so too, many bad thoughts can lead to, for example, a brain tumor, or too much chest pain from all of that heartbreak can lead to breast cancer, and so on. So for a moment, let's go back to that water. Let's apply these ideas and strategies. We'll use the ideas and the strategies that most will use to cope with the toxic dynamic. First, we will love too much and we will ignore and excuse the behavior of another. So let's try that. I'm sure this water will be delicious. I barely taste the gasoline over the amount of love I have. Not. You would quickly become poisoned and die. The next strategy is adjusting the behavior to manufacture a false sense of control and continue the illusion that this dynamic can survive. Oh, this water tastes a bit off, but I'm sure it's just my choice of cup. How foolish of me. I should have chosen another color of glass or stirred it first. It's all my fault. You make excellent beverages. Do you see how little sense these methods make when we change the situation, but we are still choosing to consume something toxic? We are a byproduct of our environment. The food that we eat, the shows that we watch, what we read, who we hang around, the words that are spoken onto us get ingrained into our belief systems and our subconscious mind. And they become either a cheerleader or a saboteur. And so I ask you this. Do you believe you deserve healthy relationships? Do you believe you are as important as other people? And if not, how exactly did that idea get started? Who first put that idea there? And what can you do now to take your power back and change it? How do you talk to yourself? How do you allow people to talk to you? Are you listening to your intuition or to your boundaries? Are you living in a fact-based reality or someone else's or your own illusions? When working with families, I like to give and share this example. A healthy family is like a table with good legs. All the sides are strong. Abuse and toxic behavior, though, they have a way of coming in and kicking the same table leg or more than one leg, until you have some that are wobbly and a table that just isn't stable to eat on. And this is what dysfunction looks like. A very wobbly table in some areas where one leg is just stronger. No one wants a wobbly table, and no one deserves an imbalanced power dynamic in their relations with others, be it friends, family, or a romantic relationship. Everyone is important, and it's up to you to articulate your needs and make sure your needs are met. Remember, you deserve love, and you are important too. Bless you. Love, Eros.